I continue to tell people, if you can't see a direct correlation between what's going to get you promoted or going to get you a raise and moving all the way to the top of the company, and then how
Yeah.
you're moving the company's top objectives, there is a problem. And
Yeah.
then secondarily is a lot of those things, and I'm going to go on a small segue here. People, when they do their resumes, or in the EU, and they call them their CVs, they want to see numbers. I improved sales by 37% in
Right.
2019, and it's all very, very quantitative.
Yes.
And when you start putting quantities on these things, then it becomes really, really difficult to allow for a failure, because suddenly my number is never going to go above 100. My number's only going to go down. So I'm not going to take risk.
Hmm.
And qualitative things like, I learned these 4 new amazing things that make us better as a company. And there's
Hmm.
no way for somebody in accounting to put that number into a spreadsheet. So it's kind of a 2-part question, which is, A, how do the people on the front line know what to do? How do you communicate it? And B, how do you measure it?
Right. That's a very, very difficult question to address. In my mind, the short answer is that it's going to take time. It's going to take a culture shift as a society. It could take 100 years to get there. But overall, when we each as individuals try to look at the overall picture, the big picture perspective, and what am I contributing as well as what am I getting out of that ecosystem overall. And so from the organization's point of view, establishing the culture of reciprocity and becoming a good citizen, being a good citizen, that needs to be institutionalized and rewarded and then set as a cultural expectation. It's easier to do it within an organization because you have many levers that you can pull. It's harder to do at a society level because you can't impose any consequences. The citizens in a society collectively mature and practice those principles and live a higher law and unleash and rely on the power of peer policing, which is the peer pressure based on those cultural norms and expectations. So society as a whole has to mature and start living a higher law, and it all starts with the individual. When I choose to recycle, I know that is not going to have any significant impact on reducing global warming, but I choose to be a good citizen. I am doing my part. If everybody did that, it will make a big difference. So, but it all starts that's how as that's how you address the systems issue. And the wicked problem that is, it's systemic in nature cannot be done by addressing one thing that's conspicuous, and then you just try to address that point by introducing a point solution. Then it has unintended consequences in other parts of the system. And to address the systemic problem, members of the system need to work together towards a common goal, not worrying about what other people are doing. Just do your part. When you do that, then the entire system changes dramatically.